Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Monday Live Angel Message. I'm Rachel Scoltock, and today I'm asking the question, do you feel as if sometimes, no matter what you do, or no matter what what thoughts you have, what you're putting out there, that you feel as if you're blocking or pushing away what you want? So that could be, clients for your business, money flowing in for your life, love coming into your life, meeting the right friends, connecting with like-minded people, or even meeting that soulmate. Or even if you're in a relationship and it feels like the communication is stuck, that you just can't get that person to understand what your true feelings are and what you really mean. Or maybe it's just in general you feel closed off, closed down, and as if life isn't working for you, it's not flowing for you, you're not feeling that you're really in it, you're standing on the outside looking in. So all of these are symptoms that you could have a block in your heart chakra. And you see, the heart chakra, the center of your being, literally is in the center of your chest. It's this beautiful, radiant wheel of light. That's what chakra means, is wheel. But it's so much more than just an orb of light. It is like you're an organ for your energetic body. So just like your heart, your physical heart, pumps blood around your body and oxygen around your body, so does the heart chakra. Is one of the very necessary parts of your energetic system that processes and pumps life force energy, prana, through your system. And so you know that you can't separate the energetic and the physical you, not in this lifetime, not whilst you're in a physical body. It's a very important part of that. And actually your spiritual heart, your heart chakra, keeps your physical heart healthy as well, and all of that area of your chest. So the physical parts like your muscles, your bones around your rib cage, that you could end up with tightness in the back of your between your shoulder blades. Your physical heart, whether it's healthy, whether it's working well, whether you've got high or low blood pressure, and your lungs as well, are all related to the heart chakra. So I'm going to talk to you today about some signs, 3 signs that your heart chakra could be closed or blocked, or have at least some blockages in it that can easily be cleared and resolved. But you need to understand what's going on before you actually do the work on it. Oh, I'm seeing everybody pop in now. Hi, Dee. Hey, Loretta. Nice to see you. We've got a few people here. So the 3 signs. 1 is lack of love. 2 is lack of abundance, and that obviously covers a lot of things. Abundance of money, abundance of material items, abundance of health, all of the things that you need to function in this world and function and thrive, not just survive. If you're in survival mode, then you're pinching off that flow of abundance, because the universe wants you to thrive. So lack of love, lack of abundance, and I wrote the other one, and a tightness or heaviness around the chest, the middle back, any part of your life, whether it's a physical symptom or whether it just feels heavy and tight there. Often people who've got hunched or tight shoulders have got a closed off heart chakra, because it's a way of protecting, hunching over, being defensive around the body. So I'm going to be talking to you a bit about that in depth. Is there anyone here feeling as if something isn't flowing? You put something out there and you know that you're manifesting, you know that you've put it out properly, you know that you've spoken to the divine, you've got that desire in your heart, but for some reason you're not receiving. Because you see, the heart chakra is the energy center for receptivity, and not many people talk about this. Is that if your heart chakra is closed, it makes it impossible for you to receive. And you probably know someone whose heart chakra is closed, because they're the person who has difficulty receiving. If you say, "Oh, you look nice today," they go, "Oh," they'll put themselves down. Or, "That's a nice dress." "Oh, it's an old rag." They won't let you give them a compliment. They won't let you help them. Do you have difficulty receiving help or compliments from people? You could be one of those people. that has your heart chakra closed, and it doesn't mean that you're not a loving person. It doesn't mean that you're not an empath. It doesn't mean that you're mean in any way, shape, or form. A block in the heart chakra is just an energetic block. It doesn't mean anything about your personality or who you are. These things happen. It's part of living. It's part of being on earth. And especially, I think, empaths, sensitives, light workers can have these blockages in their heart because you get hurt. And when you get hurt, you automatically try to protect that space. You try to protect yourself from it. So sarcasm is a way of defending the heart because it's a depreciating sense of humor, or it's a pushing away energy that pushes what you want away from you. So thinking about your heart chakra isn't about how loving or not loving you are, because often people can have closed, blocked heart chakras, but they can give love. They're actually overgivers, but they don't let themselves receive. So burnout is another sign that you're somehow blocking your heart chakra, because you're all give and no receive. And it's often deeply unconscious that you're doing this. Does anyone resonate with what I'm saying? I'm seeing some hands going up. Hey Jane, hi Jody, nice to see you, both of you. So we're talking about the heart chakra, clearing the heart chakra, releasing blocks. But first, with any kind of energy clearing that you do, it's important to be able to identify what it is that's going on. So one of the signs that you are blocking your heart chakra is feeling a lack in your life, lack of love, lack of abundance, lack of time, lack of energy, because it's everything out, nothing coming in. You've closed off your receptivity because you're stopping yourself from being hurt, or on some level you've created a belief, or you've learned a belief from someone that says, I'm not worthy, I'm not allowed to receive, it's selfish to receive, I'm not good enough, I've got to work hard to get what I want. And so you personally are the gatekeeper of your heart. There is no one, there's no angel on a cloud, or God isn't looking down and going, okay, you can only receive money, and you can only receive love, you can only receive good health, all of the things that you want when you have worked hard enough, or when you've paid off your karma, or when you stop feeling guilty for that thing that you did 20 years ago, or when someone approves of you, or when you find your soulmate. There's no one saying that in the universe. There is only you. If you are holding yourself separate from what you want, it is you that is keeping that gate shut and locked and not letting the energy in. So obviously it's all signs of lack. Not feeling that you can get close to anyone, feeling like there's not enough love out there, feeling defensive, taking things personally, resentment, feeling like that person that hurt you, they've taken up a campsite, they've pitched a tent in your head, and you just can't seem to get rid of them because the resentment hasn't moved. So therefore you have energetically over-connected to them. Feeling judged, feeling criticized. I made a lot of notes this morning after my meditation. Feeling judged and feeling criticized. Now that is something where we're a little bit like hermit crabs. As soon as judgment and criticism comes in, unless you're an aggressive person who just wants to go back in, even if you are an aggressive person, you've shut your heart down. You've gone, that's it, I'm not letting any more of this in. I've got to defend myself. I've got to protect myself. I've either got to go on the attack, or I've got to go hiding, or I've got to put myself in my invisibility cloak, whatever it is. But it is a literal block in your heart chakra. And that then not only stops the bad stuff from coming in, it stops the good stuff from coming in. So I can show you a way to clear your heart chakra, make sure your heart energy is flowing, and that life force pranic energy is moving through your heart chakra and processing to all other parts of your body. But teach you how to protect it in a way that doesn't block, so that you can have good boundaries against people and have that recognition. Because if your intuition's working well, which it can't incidentally if your heart chakra is closed, because you're more likely to dismiss it. your intuition is working well, and all of your other chakras are clear and aligned, you are plugged into heaven and grounded into Mother Earth. So you're going to see those danger signs before someone gets to that point of being able to hurt you, or you're going to be easily able to clear that, to rise above it, to keep your vibration up and not close down your heart if somebody is hurtful or critical. Like, we've got to live in the world, but keeping ourselves separate from it means that we miss out on all the good things. We have big time FOMO. We can't get ourselves into life like we want to. Hey Trish, hi Lisa, hi Pam. So I'm going to keep going with this. So the heart chakra, lack of self-love. So it's a catch-22 situation. If you've closed your heart chakra down for any reason, and then you're not getting the outside love, you're not letting that in, and then you can then start to turn on yourself. So that closed off heart energy starts to, you can't give the love to yourself, but not being able to give love to yourself will also close off the heart. So what happens when we clear those blocks and we slide that doorway open, you start to be able to feel that oneness with the universe. You get the signs, the synchronicity, you get the love, and you meet people who are like-minded and who are meeting you on that heart level. Have you ever gone through a situation where you want to meet people, but you're meeting people that are not on the same level as you? So they might be people who are all about the material and ego, and they're resonating with the solar plexus chakra and they haven't got their heart chakra open. Or you meet people who are just about intellectualizing and they're living just up here all the time and self-obsessed, and they can't get into that heart chakra and connect on an empathic level with you. And that's because their hearts are closed off for whatever reason. And if your heart is closed off because of hurt or resentment that you don't want to let go of, or because of fear, or because of anything, you then are attracting people whose hearts aren't open. And that means they're not resonating with you because you're a heart-centered person, you're a giver. You're attracting more of the takers, you're attracting more of the psychic vampires. So it's so important that you have your heart open and shielded with love, divine love energy, not with fear energy. That's the difference. So of course, if it's the receptivity chakra and you're not letting anything in because you're going, I've been hurt, I'm full of resentment, I'm remembering all of these awful things that happened to me because I don't want them to happen again, which is something that is so natural in a way to do, but we shouldn't do it because it means we're just lugging all of our bad experiences with us. And what does that do? It keeps our vibration down. You keep your heart open. That allows for abundance. So the universe is responding to your thoughts, is responding to your beliefs, it's responding to your energy. It's not actually hearing the physical words, it's responding to your energy. So if this is closed, you've literally got a do not disturb sign up in your energy field. So you've got your angels working on your behalf, going out there and finding you the things that bringing you the clients, bringing you the money, bringing you the beautiful opportunities that you've been asking for. But you feel like you're in a dead zone. It's because you've got a do not disturb, shut, keep out, private sign over your heart chakra, and you're not letting anybody in. You're not letting anything in, even your angels. So important to open that heart chakra. Ideas not flowing, not feeling creative. It's not just about the sacral chakra, which is your creativity, around the womb area. It's your heart has to be open too. Otherwise, you're not going to get those ideas. You're going to feel out of balance in your body if your heart chakra is closed. You might get times where you meditate and you just randomly cry, or you connect with a higher energy in some way. Maybe you have a reading, or you go to a beautiful musical concert, or you go out in nature and tears flow. And that's because that higher vibrational energy is working with you to open your heart. And as soon as that happens, you start to find yourself crying. But the problem is, if you don't go the whole way and let that open, you start thinking about that ex-partner, or you start thinking about that boss that did you wrong, whatever, you will close down again as soon as you leave that environment. Feeling invisible, feeling in the stop and start mode where you get going with something in the energy and then the energy all runs out. So these are all signs that your heart chakra is closed or blocked. And as I said before, it doesn't mean you're a mean person. It just means you've got some energy in there that you need to release. You've got some forgiveness that needs to be done. You've maybe got some cords or other energies that are cluttering up your heart chakra, or the energy in front of your heart, in your aura, that needs to be released. And sometimes there's patterns that we might have learned from family. You know, who's the most defensive, closed person that you know, or, you know, in your life. Maybe you've picked that up energetically from them. And of course, the third sign, now this is something you have to pay attention to, and obviously go and see your medical professional if you're having issues with pain in this area. Heart, middle back, between the shoulder blades, even up to here in the collarbone, can affect your throat chakra, obviously, and even down to your solar plexus. So tightness, heaviness. I did a session with someone the other day who said for months they've been just feeling this heaviness, as if there's someone sitting on their chest when they're alone. Panic attacks, feeling like you're hunched or tight in your shoulders. What else have I written here? As I came out of meditation, the angels gave me the subject for today, so I did a lot of scribbling. So what to do if your heart chakra feels closed? Does anyone here resonate with any of this? Just so I know that I'm making sense to you. I love to give you a message every week that helps you. It's not just about the reading, it's something that you can work on for yourself and to get some clarity around. So clearing and balancing all of the chakras is what is important. Now, that's because if you just clear one chakra and other ones have got blocked energy in them, this is going to create like a domino effect of energy. So, you know, if your throat chakra, your third eye chakra are blocked, and there's different symptoms that go with these, then you still are blocking that flow of life force energy coming to you from the source down into Mother Earth and back up again. And that's what creates the expansive energy around you. These are your organs, your energetic organs. If they're not flowing properly, the energy becomes sluggish. And then that sort of starts to have a chain effect as it goes down through. So clearing and balancing all of your chakras, including your heart. But you focusing on your heart, you can do a meditation or sit quietly and just ask, you know, what is blocking my heart? Who do I need to forgive and release? Knowing that forgiveness is for the giver. It's not for the person who did you wrong. It's for you. It's to release you from the chains that are bonding you to that situation and that person. And keep in mind that if that person is particularly low energy, that bond or chain that you have to them is like a tube through which you are vacuuming in their low energy into your system. And that means you can pick up on their symptoms, you can pick up on their thoughts, and you're picking up on their frequency. And that frequency is one that you are radiating, so it becomes a part of you. So it's not until you cut those cords that you can get that freedom. And often with that, you will get freedom from a lot of things that have been holding you back. Because when you clear that, you might even go, okay, I feel looser and clearer around this area. Or the abundance that you've been working hard to create starts to come in because you've cleared that one block. I did an amazing cord cutting last year with a family member that I realized I had some stuff around abundance with. And it was in my heart. So I cleared that, and that not long after that, a heap of abundance came in. But that day I went to the supermarket and I found next to my car, when I got back to my car, there was cash on the floor. And it was just, to me, a sign that a gateway had opened for me. It was so palpable, releasing that energy. And of course, other things happen too. So clearing your personal energy field of clutter. So this can be the day-to-day stuff that you go to the supermarket, you go to the school to pick up your kids. There is energy everywhere, and we don't want to become hermits and hide from it. Like, we're not living our lives, we're not doing our soul journey. But we do have to clear it, just like we have to shower and wash our teeth. So clearing the energetic clutter that is specifically around this area, that could be other people's heart stuff that you've picked up on. Or things like hurt from someone's comments towards you, or stuff on social media where you've seen something that shocked you and made you upset, and that's sitting in your energy field. It's not strong enough to have gone right into your heart, but it's sitting in your energy field. Crystal and color therapy, using the bright green color, imagining green energy and light energy entering your heart. Also pink is beautiful, and carrying or having rose quartz around you. Really powerful. There's another crystal called kyanite, which is really powerful for that heart chakra too. I've used that a lot in my healing clients sessions. So that's about the heart chakra, and it's useful information because if you feel stuck in any way, hey Petra, hi Leanne, this could be the crux, right? This could be what's holding you back from receiving so many things. And divine love is the frequency that we are supposed to be, or we are aligned with. That is who we are on a deep level. Ego, the fear thoughts, the fear mind, is a completely different energy from that. So when we're in ego, fear mind, that switches you off from the divine love, and that can have an effect of closing down your entire chakra system, so that only a little bit of life force energy is coming through, and you get more tuned into the material world, you get more tuned into the logical, skeptical, negatives, the being anxious, being depressed, being worried, having a lot of problems, feeling out of your body, all of that, because you're more tuned into the ego than you are to your higher self, which is where intuition is, your angels, your guidance, your divine source, your abundance. Everything comes from source. So if we're only tuned into fear and ego, then it's like our little chakra system just sort of closes off like tightly closed buds. So they're not working to enhance your life because you aren't calling on them. You're calling on your lower self. So the two energies, divine love, you obviously feel that in your heart, and that's expansive. Fear and ego is constrictive. It makes you feel smaller, shrunken, less than, powerless. Divine love, powerful. So any questions about all of that? A little lecture on the heart chakra there. So as you probably already know, I am running a very special event on Monday next week. So instead of this, at 10 a.m. Sydney, Australia time, I'm doing a 90-minute webinar on the chakra system. It's about opening and clearing your energy centers. I'm going to be taking you through each energy center, and you're going to have a chance to explore and clear blocks in there. So you're going to get insights about fear patterns and limitations that you're holding on to that could be holding you back, that are trapped in the energetic body, in your chakras, and in your physical body, and releasing those during this. So it is an entire system clearing. It's not anything that I've done before in an event like this. You're going to learn about not just the main 7 chakras, crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus, sacral, and base. You're going to learn about the soul star, the astral, and the earth star chakra, and how you can use those to increase your connection to spirit, to have more awareness of your angels and your guides. There's a beautiful way of connecting with your guides through those chakras, and also to attract in greater abundance. It's about expanding your energy field and receiving more divine love. So you're going to be learning. And when I was just beginning on this journey as an energy worker and an angel medium, I really felt like at first the chakra thing felt like a university degree to me. Like, how am I going to learn all of that? But it's actually so important, and I'm going to be teaching you the basics. I'm not going to be giving you heaps and heaps and heaps of information, but I'm going to give you pertinent information that you can use. It's going to help you with your everyday life, as well as your expanding your intuition and deepening your connection with source and accelerating your spiritual journey. So you know that this is trustworthy information. We're working with the angels as well at the end and doing a beautiful guided meditation to help you with your chakras. And this is part of the awakening series that I'm doing. This is about awakening and ascension and moving you onto your path. I hear from so many of you saying, I feel stuck. I don't know where to go next. I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know how to manifest this. I'm just like I did the 10-day spiritual challenge before Christmas. This is going to be a more focused 90-minute webinars to give you the information, guidance, and get you really tuned in to spirit and to your angels. So if you'd like to be a part of that, it's low cost. It's 47 Australian dollars, which is around 30 American, which is around 25 in the UK. So, and you will clear something important in this session. That's the intention that I'm setting for it. So I put the link at the top of this video so that you can go over and have a look and book your place if you want to. It's going to be a Zoom meeting on Monday. There will be a recorded replay only available to people who are signed up. I'm not keeping it open afterwards because it causes too much confusion. So if you want to be a part of this, to watch the replay or do both, come live, then you need to sign up for it. So on to the reading now for this week. Thanks so much for that. And I hope you got something out of the heart chakra, because it's so, so important. You know, your heart chakra is the gateway that allows you to receive on an energetic and a physical level. You're a spiritual being, an energy being in a physical body. And so you need to be tuned into both sides of life. And the material side of life has a tendency to want to pull us only to it. So what do we need to know this week? Beautiful full moon last night, and we've had some gorgeous, incredible cleansing rain here on the mid-north coast of Australia and other parts, and it's flooding rain actually for some people, so our prayers to them. So what is the energy doing at the moment, and what do the angels want us to know? Okay, nice. Right. Now look at this one. This is a number 2, which we are in a, you know, the 2s are showing up strongly. We're in a 2-month of 2020. So this one's about mental conflict, perhaps overthinking and being unsure about decisions, being unclear, or feeling in some way out of integrity, out of balance. So with this, you're being asked to recognize that your inner conflict is part of a bigger picture for you. So it might be that you're not making decisions because you're afraid of something bigger, you know, afraid of spending money, afraid of committing, afraid of making a mistake. And you can resolve those mental conflicts just by stepping back and clearing the energy of the things, of the fears that are holding you back. So you're also being asked to get out of your mind and come back into the physical body and into energy, and calling in the angels and spirit to help you with whatever you're struggling with, before this starts to knock you too far out of balance. When you're out of balance mentally, you disconnect from your body, you disconnect from your energy, you start to have blocks in the crown chakra and the third eye, and you can't get your guidance because you've gone into fear. So it's important to ground yourself, give yourself a break from overthinking, and get into your energy instead. The answers will come to you, but you need to resolve something bigger. This is a 3-part. I'm liking this. Partnerships and alliances. So, did we get this one last week? It's ringing a bell for me. So there are people out there, and your guardians and guides and angels, that can help you. Don't try to do everything by yourself. I don't know if you saw my Instagram video. It was only a few minutes long on Friday night. The angels wanted me to get the message out. I was like, don't try to do everything by yourself. This isn't how you're meant to be. You're not, you know, you're not just an island. Your ego would have you think that you're separate from everything, that you're left out, that you're missed out. But there are people and even your spirit guides and angels that want to help you, and it's important that you call in those people, whether it's your favorite Reiki therapist, or whether it's your favorite massage therapist, or you just need to talk to somebody who is on your wavelength. If you don't know, call on the angels and ask them to guide you to someone who can help you. So this is about when you reach out, when you connect, you're going to find answers, and you're going to find strength in that, and you're going to be able to move forward. It's like you need traction. It's like you're running on a slippery surface and you're not getting anywhere at the moment. So it's also, we've got the beautiful green here of the heart chakra combined with the yellow of the solar plexus. So it's bringing in your intellect, your courage, your confidence. Don't reach out to people that bring you down or that make you feel less than or who drain your energy. This is about people who lift you up. And also the heart chakra, people who come from the heart, and also for you, coming from the heart rather than what the head says. The head's useful because it will guide you and help you make decisions, but your head will sometimes be more oriented to your ego. And here we have the outcome card. And this is also, right, look at the green in this card too, I don't know if you can see. Spiritual strength. It's a number 9, which is about completions, endings, and new beginnings. There's a beautiful protective energy in this card. It's about calling on your spiritual strength and your spiritual power. Really being able to do the things that you didn't think you could do. What I feel like saying to you is, how long are you going to wait? How much longer can you put up with things that aren't serving you? How much longer are you going to complain about your limitations and keep yourself stuck in this loop of whatever it is that you're saying to yourself? You may be overanalyzing. Maybe you're saying, oh, I don't want to spend the money. Maybe you're saying, I don't want to make myself uncomfortable. I don't want to get out of my comfort zone. I don't want to look silly. Whatever it is, you've been in a loop and you've got to get out of that loop and make the change because things are going stagnant for you. So it's time to call on your spiritual strength, all of your guardians, all of your angels, all of that which you know you have inside of you, and get into your power, and you'll start to feel yourself lift, and that's the time to ride the wave and move, make your move. If you stay like this, it's actually going to de-energize you, and you're going to collect more negativity into your energy field, and you're going to feel less motivated. It's not like time doesn't stand still, right? It's not like you can stay. So staying won't keep the equilibrium. Staying stuck will start to sink you. So it's time for you to lift yourself up out of situations that have been holding you back. But it's more than that. It's about going for your dreams, going for what you want, taking courage and no longer sitting in the waiting room. Go for it. Okay, so that's the reading for this week. And of course, next week, I won't be able to do the reading because I will be on the webinar, which is the 90-minute Open Your Energy Centers or Your Chakras webinar. So if you'd like to be a part of that, it's going to be wonderful. It's going to be high energy. You're going to get some realizations. You're going to get some healing. You're going to have a full-on clearing of your chakra system, which is blissful in itself, and get some beautiful guidance from your angels. If you'd like to know more about it, just send me a message or put it in the comments. So I'll leave you there with lots of love. Angel blessings. I'll see you next week.